When you in the trenches, you know, it's cool to shoot them bullets. How you gonna defend yourself when them bullets coming back?
Davis thought Santa Cruz was gonna fold from his. The popular and acclaimed defending WBA lightweight champion of the world.
If it was the streets, these niggas would have been smoked. Pack the whole group up. Pack them up and get them the fuck out of boxing.
Haney, Cambosis, one of those folks, maybe Garcia.
All them guys is easy work. They easy work, man. I'm the top dog.
The hard-hitting young star of boxing, 3-division world champion.
Skill for skill. I'm much more skillful than Canelo. I stand on that. I'm much more skillful.
You and Cambosis, what happens, Tank?
I'm whooping that ass. Tell him come see me. Tell him hold the belts. I'll whoop his ass for free.
The defending world champion from Baltimore, Maryland.
We from the city. You know what's happening, what's in the city.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
Gervonta Tank Davis.
SDS Promotions.
I remember walking in Mayweather gym, me sitting on the couch. I told him he a bum-ass fighter. He ain't say nothing, not one word. He got a fur on, it's 80 degrees on.
Top of the morning. What is up with everybody? We are back at it like a crack at it. Once again, back at it. Boxing Voice Radio. It's the Breakfast Club of boxing, baby. We back at it. It is fight week. Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, Amazon Prime pay-per-view right here in Las Vegas. And it's only me, as you can see. Mr. Gibbs is, enjoying his honeymoon, as he very much deserves to. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Gibbs. Back at it, though, with another episode, obviously, not just to preview this weekend's fights coming up, but, for those that still want to discuss this past weekend, a lot took place, whether it was in Florida, New York, East Coast, nonetheless. Don King on Friday night as Adrian Broner loses a fight and a tooth along with it. 2 Blair cops. And then obviously we had the Top Rank show. On Saturday evening, headlined by Xander Zayas. And co-main event by Shushu Carrington. That was Saturday night, so lots to discuss. Obviously, Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, this Saturday night right here in Las Vegas, celebrating the 100th boxing event at the MGM Grand. So a lot going on this week, and there we go. So a lot going on this week in Las Vegas for that. David Benavidez, Alexander Volzdik, on the card as well. You got a number of fights to keep an eye out for. So lots of boxing this weekend. I think the fights start at 12, if I'm not mistaken. 12 p.m. Pacific, or 12:30. I'll double check that right now. But they start early nonetheless. And he said the audio is bad. Let me know on Twitter. Okay, the audio off, champ. Let me make sure Bluetooth is on, right? Let me see here. What is going on? But nonetheless, we'll get this situated. No worries. Damn, 364 days away. I know the date. They had set it up for the wrong day. It ain't no biggie though. We got that adjusted. We are underway. Looks like we're having a few little issues with Twitter. Not to worry though. Not to worry. Get this thing figured out quick, fast, in a hurry. But I know people was missing the show. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. I think the last show was done last Thursday morning. So definitely, let me know if that's any better. I am connected, so let me see if that's any better on Twitter. Man, I wish it was that easy, my friend. Audio good on YouTube. Audio's good on YouTube. All right. So YouTube is good. It seems like for whatever reason, Twitter is not. Let me know. I'm connected to the Bluetooth. Let me just check this. I do apologize. Obviously, solo dolo. Ain't no issues though. We get this shit situated. Start list. One moment. Live. I'm gonna be honest. It sounds perfectly fine on my Twitter. Sounds perfectly fine on my Twitter. All right, yeah. So we gonna rock out. We gonna rock out. Sounds good on my Twitter. Sounds good on YouTube. We'll get Block Talk going here as well. Fuck, that is very bad. I need glasses. But what's up with everybody? Good morning, top of the morning. Boots, yes, Boots did finally get an opponent. I saw that. Stanionis, right? Or is it Kavalaskis? Who are you fighting? Who are you fighting? Stanionis or Kavalaskis? I'm pretty sure it was Stanionis from what I saw. No, Avanesian. David Avanesian, July 13th. Eddie says it's a tougher fight. What y'all think? I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily tougher. Obviously a name, nonetheless. So, we'll see. We'll see. Let me know. Oh, man, shit. You know what it is, I mean? Feel free to jump in if you would like to. Yeah, champ, feel free. Let me see. Boop. And then where that's at. But lots of fights taking place this weekend once again. I'm excited for the David Benavidez fight at light heavyweight. That's going to be a good one. First fight at 175. I think it's going to be a tough fight at 175. A fight that is going to be very telling. People are overlooking Volzdik, in my opinion. People seem to have write him off. I don't forget that December 1st night back in 2018 where he sent Adonis Stevenson into the coma. I don't forget that, man. So I'm not overlooking Volzdik. I'm not writing Volzdik off. He's game to me. Yeah, man. Should be a good fight. Obviously, you got Carlos Adames, Terrell Gausha kicking off the pay-per-view. Adames after, man, however long, back in the ring. Overdue for sure, nonetheless. On his fight, we've been talking about him stepping in the ring for quite some time, fighting for that WBC middleweight title of the world. Finally, he's in there, WBC title on the line, coming off that J-Rock performance, and, a year later, finally a year later, one fight in 22, one fight in 23, one fight, or first fight now of 24, and it's the big one. So I think, Adames has to come in making a statement. I think he has to come in looking for dominant performance, with this inactivity, with this layoff. I don't think it's going to be necessarily the easiest, longest layoff he's had in quite some time. So, I think it's going to be a lot, not like the fight. I don't think Gausha's just going to give him the fight of his life, but I do think that inactivity, that ring rust, I think is going to be a lot, to take on at once. I think he does it successfully, but, it's not going to be easy, I don't believe. I hope he makes it look easy, because that's what he needs, right, for somebody of note to step in there with him. But, I think Adames should have or at least is looking for an impressive performance in that fight. Obviously, we have the Gary Antoine Russell fight at 140 pounds, taking on Alberto Puello, the former 140-pound champ. That's another one. I think this is a final eliminator, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure on that. Pretty sure this is a final eliminator. This is for the interim WBC 140-pound title. Gary Antoine Russell and Alberto Puello, 22-0, 17-0. Who wants it more? The former world champ obviously looking to write his name and make a statement, or Gary Antoine Russell, you know, the guy who's been on his way up, making a lot of noise, calling for a lot of people, a lot of names. You know, gets that opportunity at the interim title and at that eliminator. Don't believe it's the final eliminator. Sandor Martin is mandatory right now, but, you know, an eliminator nonetheless for that WBC 140-pound title. And as I said as well, co-main event of the evening, David Benavidez, Alexander Vosdik, 175-pound interim title, WBC. 20-1. Vosdik only losing to Arthur Beterbiev back in a couple years back. I want to say 2021 maybe, 2020. Let me see. Yeah, that was back in 2019. Fuck. Not even 2020. So 2019, 5 years ago since his lone defeat to Beterbiev. Obviously took 3.5 years out of the ring. Came back beginning of last year. Got back in the win column. Got on a few Canelo undercards. And now he's on a Gervonta Davis undercard facing the Mexican Monster. The same Mexican Monster that Canelo himself chose to not fight. So, you know, a lot of names on the pay-per-view portion alone. That is not to include the 3 prelim fights that they will be showing. I believe that starts at like 2:30 p.m. Doors open, I think, at 12. First fight around 12:30. So, you know, lots of boxing. You know, and lots of intriguing fights. Obviously, once again, main event of the evening, Gervonta Tank Davis, Frank Martin, for the WBA lightweight title of the world. Frank getting his first title shot, and big one, obviously, with it being Gervonta Tank Davis. So I think we all kind of have a general and similar idea of what we expect in that main event. You know, I think that it's safe to say, for the most part, people rolling with Tank. I think it's safe to say, for the most part, people expect Tank to get the knockout, to get the stoppage victory, to get it, you know, inside of the distance at least. So, look, a lot on the line. MGM celebrating their 100 boxing event at the MGM. So they're doing a lot of interesting things. They got dinners and interactive stuff. They have like a mini museum that they've put together. So I'm looking forward to this week. It should be a intriguing week, a very busy week, entertaining week nonetheless of boxing. Let's not forget, you know, I know on the thumbnail we got Tank and Frank, but Saturday night, the 140-pound champ, Subriel Matias, IBF champ of the world, putting it on the line in his hometown against Liam Paro. So that's another fight. That's another fight that, you know, we obviously will be watching, will be covering. That is in Manatí, Puerto Rico, so we won't be on hand, but, you know, we'll keep an eye out on everything going on there. We'll be covering the fight week events and obviously covering the fight come Saturday night. $5 super chat to start the day. First one of the day. Well, first and foremost, to Nestor's best friend, Neil's water bottle. Welcome to the prospect level. we have New York Giants for life, $5. 5 days before one of the biggest upsets in 2024. Hashtag the Ghost. Well, I think the fight's 4 days away, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 4 days away. So, but 5 days from now, if that does take place, we will be talking about it. Definitely will be talking about it. Definitely will be covering it because, I mean, let's be honest, that would be one of the upsets, at least of, at least of the decade. Probably of my generation. Obviously, how it happens would probably matter and have something to do with that as well. But, huge, huge upset nonetheless. I mean, just real quick, I know this isn't the betting show, but when we talk about how big of an upset it would be, let's just look at the odds really quick because as it stands right now, Gervonta Davis is a minus 600 against Frank Martin. Frank Martin, a plus 180. So it's not close. They're not. They don't think he has a chance. At least not much of one. So odds are very wide, about 1,000 points. Difference between the two. So huge favorite in Gervonta Davis, nonetheless. All right. Now, I keep telling you guys, shit's starting early. Again, I think doors open at 12. First fight a little after 12. Nonetheless, part of your free stream, part of your prelim stream, part of your undercard non-pay-per-view stream, however you want to call it. 3 fights this time. Usually they give us 2. We got 3 fights this time around. Elijah Garcia fighting Kyron Davis. Obviously a makeup, if you will, as Elijah had to pull out of their previously scheduled fight. A makeup fight, if you will. Looking forward to that one as the young up-and-coming prospect, 16-0, takes on the veteran Kyron Davis. Obviously has only been stopped to the Mexican monster David Benavidez. So can Elijah Garcia not just pull off the victory, but if he does, how can he do it? Because only one person, and that's the Mexican monster, was able to stop Kyron Davis. What kind of statement can we expect from Elijah? I know he said a lot of people have been talking shit since he had to pull out of that fight. So I'm expecting a statement, but what kind of statement? Kyron Davis is no pushover. I'm expecting a very tough, very rugged fight. He's been in there. He's a vet. Sparred the likes of Caleb Plant, has fought the likes of David Benavidez. So you're talking the top of the sport when it comes to prep work. So, we'll be tuned into that one. We'll be looking forward to that one. And definitely, definitely going to be keeping an eye out, nonetheless. Roman Villa taking on Ricardo Salar Rodriguez. Obviously Villa coming off of a loss to Boots Ennis, a loss that despite the knockout, despite the stoppage, you got to give it to him. He held his own in there. Obviously, got the fight, got the opportunity because of his victory and upset over Rashidi Ellis. So Roman Villa taking on a guy in Ricardo Salar Rodriguez, 19-2-2 out of Mexico City, Mexico, with 2 defeats, both by split decision. They call him the Magic Man. Could he come to Las Vegas and create some magic against Roman Villa? Once again, coming off of a defeat. Once again, I don't think I mentioned this, but he will be looking at approximately an 11-month layoff. All things that we need to consider when looking at this fight, when looking at Roman Villa, right? My man said 34 minutes. Hey, man, go fuck yourself, right? Why do 34 minutes when we could sit right here with the people and give them a few hours and spark some Hardin right here? We could do it right here. Nonetheless, here we go. So then, also on the free stream, also on the undercard stream, on the non-pay-per-view portion, if you will, Um, Mark Magsayo, Eduardo Ramirez. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I know who Mark is. I know he's a former world champ. I know who Eddie is. Former world champ. However, you got Mark Magsayo, who in his last 4 fights, he's 2-2. One of those wins, arguably a loss, and the other win was against a guy we ain't ever heard of in a movie theater. His other 2 losses against Brandon Figueroa, Ray Vargas, respectable losses. Eduardo Ramirez, coming off of a victory, but obviously fight before that lost to Pitbull as well. Now, my issue isn't necessarily with the fight. I just don't care to see the shit. Ring walk, me personally, I'd rather watch my guy Daniel Blancas, 9-0, undefeated, the Iceman, coming out of that David Benavidez camp, representing the Mill, representing Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Midwest, right? I'd rather watch him in a step-up fight, in a fight where he's fighting a guy with, more than 3 times the professional experience that he is. That's what I'd rather watch, me personally. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I'm not mad at the fight taking place, the Magsayo fight. I just rather watch an up-and-coming prospect like Daniel Blancas get an opportunity on television, right? So, again, no Cremel. For those that was wondering, no Cremel. Justin Valori is on the card. Another guy that we've just been hearing about. Another guy we've been hearing about, undefeated prospect, currently 5-0. He's out of Cali. I think he's like 19, 20 years old. So definitely, another fight that we'll keep an eye on. Stacy Selby, right? Stacy Selby, on the card, 5-0, 4 KOs. We just had him on the show. He's on the show as well. Mia Ellis, right? Out of that 10 camp. Coach Kenny Ellis' daughter, 7-2, 6 KOs. She'll be on the card as well. And she's coming off of a majority decision victory down in Houston, down one of those Red Owl shows. So, something to keep an eye out for in Mia Ellis as she steps in there against an undefeated fighter herself. But phone lines are open, for those people that are looking to call in, for those that want to call in. I am trying to kind of get this shit going, but I'm not going to lie. I haven't been able to necessarily figure out how to get Blog Talk. I think it says you are connected. So continue. So I gotta call in. Is that what I gotta do? No. Cancel that. Yeah, man. Might have to figure this one out. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if you are on Blog Talk and are able to hear. I don't believe so. But let me know. If you are on Blog Talk and you are able to listen to the show. Nah, he ain't on the card. He's not on the card. Cremel is not on the card. There's people asking. He's not on the card. He said he got something cooking. He'll announce something soon. So, let's see, though. Juan in Houston.
Yo, you hear me?
I hear you, my brother.
You got me?
We got you. What's up, my guy?
Man, shout out TVV, man. We missed y'all, man.
Man, back at it. This is probably the longest layoff we've had, bro.
But you doing a hell of a job. Like, damn, I didn't know Daddy had the comment and chops like that. Hold up.
Hold on, say it again.
I said, I didn't know Danny had the commentary chops. Like, you sound like you could be ringside, man. I working for ESPN or something, man.
Oh man, you know, usually I don't be having to, cause Ness be, Ness be in the driver's seat. He be, you know what I mean?
Yo, but man, we've been having a drought on the fights, man. I'm glad we got this weekend coming up. I ain't gonna say drought, but just nothing really exciting to me. Like I actually am really excited about this Tank and Frank Martin fight. You know what I mean? Because yeah, here's the thing, man. Yeah, Tank ain't really, in my opinion, proved himself to me because he wasn't like just fighting like people. I mean, yeah, Ryan was a good opponent, but you know what I mean? People in his division that were champs. You know what I mean? And man, I think Frank Martin, he is a top level contender. But man, it's gonna be hard. Is the Matias fight? It's the main event. Are they gonna be on at the same time? Like, you know what the estimated ring walk times are?
We don't know as of yet. I haven't seen anything. Obviously, I'll be keeping an eye out. You know, these networks aren't stupid. They know how big Gervonta Davis is. You would only hope that they get their shit off before. I don't think going up against David is any better, but you know,
you got the co-main event.
Look, Tank should be in the ring 8 p.m. Saturday, 11 on the East. Fight should be over 9:30. You know, maybe they want to go late in PR. I don't know, but if they're smart, they won't compete with Tank and his main event.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, man. That Matias, I prefer watching those kinds of fights because it's like you're not bored at all. It's action packed.
Damn, you think you're gonna be bored watching Tank or David?
Yeah, it just depends on if not with David, but if Frank starts to run away from Tank, I mean, like I be on. But you know what, man? While I'm on here before my time run out, Blair the Flair, man. Blair the fucking Flair, knocking teeth out. Where's all the people that was taking AB? Come over here and get your crow today.
Yeah, I gotta get my crow. I gotta get my crow. I gotta get my crow. You feel me? Even though I'm in the driver's seat and there ain't nobody to hold me accountable, but myself.
And look,
I picked Broner. I picked Broner by decision. I did, majority decision. I was very specific, and it wasn't even close.
Look, I be stealing, right? But I sent my receipt to show I paid for this one. I'm a true Blair the Fair fan. I sent it to the TVV Twitter message thing, right? And before I'm out, because I know it's my time, but yo, Rick Ross, the show was awesome. Man, shout out to Don King, AB, and Blair for that fight. TBV, I'm out. Like and subscribe.
Yo, so they only paid him for the walkout, but not the actual like performance, right? Because goddamn, my man's all he said was, lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, but I mean,
AB.
It looked like he wanted to be there. Like he was excited, yo.
Nah.
He went up Don King.
I hear you, bro, but come on, bro. It's like they playing your song. You know, you might, want to sing along a little bit.
Yeah, you right about that. I almost felt like they didn't even have to pay him. Like he told, like AD was like, "Say, man, you want to walk out with me?"
Bro, they didn't pay him. That's the thing, bro. Look, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, they did it,
bro. Come on, if they would have paid him, he would have sang a bar. He didn't even sing a bar. All he said
yeah,
was,
you right.
Lemon pepper wings. That's all that's AB.
Lemon pepper.
That's all, bro. I'm telling you, it was, AB. Lemon pepper. I'm like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, you ain't gonna actually, like, rap? Like, what the fuck? Nah,
yeah,
it was
man,
cool, though.
AB got some songs.
It was cool, though, man. You know, shout out to Ricky Rose. Shout out to Juan in Houston for reaching out. Shout out to Juan for fucking with us. You already know the vibes. Derek Lincoln, fat dude. The fat dude. Let me see. Make sure I'm reading this right. Yes, indeed. Derek Lincoln with the fat dude. Let me find the bomb. I don't know where the bomb at. Usually Nez drop the bombs. We need like a control F to be able to search these shits. But in the meantime, shout out to you, $20 St. Danny. Support for you holding it down. Boxing glove emoji, TBV. Shout out to you, my guy, making it easy on me. Shout out to everybody, really, the people. Obviously, we are the voice of the people. There is no equal, and with the head honcho being on vacation, we still gotta hold it down. It's a big fight week, and we took a few days off. Chileando kicking it, but we back at it. Back at it. Suleiman the Scholar. You have to unmute in order to be heard. If you don't unmute, we won't hear you, my friend. Danny, you wrong. Bro, I'm not wrong. I'm just saying, like, you could tell what they paid him for, and it wasn't to rap. It was literally to... Yeah, he did say shout out Don King. He did shout out Don. So, yo, if you got a Bluetooth disconnect, bro, you sound far from the phone.
Yo, I'm not a Bluetooth, brother. I'm not a Bluetooth.
Yeah, you got to disconnect from that Bluetooth,
Yeah, so
bro.
you-
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm not on Bluetooth, bro. I said, yeah, man. So yeah, that's a good opponent for Jerome Boots Ennis. The opponent that they picked, Evaneson, because Evaneson is an ex-European champion. He was the first guy to defeat Josh Kelly, and everybody's hyping up Josh Kelly even now after that knockout loss. And he did rounds with Terence Crawford, and he got paid handsomely to fight him. So and also he's an ex-WBA champion. He got a lot of good fighters on his resume. So I'm happy that they shopped around and they found a good, credible opponent for Jerome Boots Ennis. And it's a compatible opponent. It's a good parameter fight because people could see if he could put him away faster than Terence Crawford did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the guy's a powerful puncher too. He's very aggressive. He has one knockout loss to the other fighter, the Mean Machine. But I think he matured after that, and he started landing a lot of good fights. So that's gonna be a good fight right there. That's gonna be an excellent fight for Javon. He's gonna be a stay busy fight for him too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It looks like you need a co-host with there, man. You looking for a co-host for today?
Nah, I ain't looking for no co-host. I got my main dog. King got me in the Vestiges. You better watch the fuck out. He on your ass. Right with me.
Easy,
So,
Suleiman. Easy, Papa.
Well, he's on your ass here. No, it's okay, man. You guys don't give an opportunity for other brothers. You know what I'm saying? You should give an opportunity for other brothers to partake in this platform. Do a couple, like, you know what I mean?
yeah, man, we don't forget, man. Shout out, man. I liked seeing so many people that Nesta gave an opportunity to show him love this weekend as he did get married. And, is taking on this next chapter of life, this next chapter of adulthood for our good friend Nesta Gibbs. So, there's a lot of people showing him love as they rightfully should. He opened the doors for a lot of people in this here game. You feel me? Made ways for a lot of people to eat in this here game. So
That's very true. That's very true, man.
Yes, indeed.
That's very
Suleiman.
true. And you have a great day, boy. And I'm just listening to the show and putting out some great content. Thank you very much.
Hey, man, appreciate you. Thank you for your time. See, people think I be on Suleiman hit. Yo, Suleiman and I are friends. We're friends. Yo, King Amin,
Look.
man, what the fuck is up, bro? Talk to me.
Top of the morning,
Top
ladies
of the
and
morning, my
gentlemen.
brother.
Hey, shout out to Suleiman. Suleiman goes as far back as me with this TBV thing. I'm talking like 2014, 2013, original Block Talk gang. So shout out to Suleiman.
Nah, for sure, man. What's up with you, though, man? Interesting weekend in boxing. Obviously, we haven't been live for a few days. Friday night, Dawn King, Rick Ross, Blair Cobbs, and Adrian Broner put on a show down in Fort Lauderdale, down in the Florida area. What were your thoughts? I know you was tuned in. Saturday, obviously, I know you was tuned in to... You might have been in the building Saturday, so just want to hear your thoughts. Talk to me, brother.
So Friday, I saw what we all saw, one of the worst heavyweight boxing bouts of all time between Cheney and Hunter. It was not Hunter's fault. Cassius Cheney, I don't know what's going on. But as far as that main event, what we saw is Broner And I compared this to Hank Lundy, meaning Broner kind of didn't even have as honorable a career as Hank Lundy when you come down to the end of it. And I'm talking about being a serviceable veteran. As far as the fight game goes, Broner can never trick me into watching him get in the ring again. I got respect for the fact that he was able to abstain from alcohol and that he was able to make weight. I respect that. He's a dog for that. But when it comes to this boxing shit, I don't see him putting on any other competitive performances. I heard someone say maybe he's a good comeback fight for Dev or some nonsense, but nah, man. Get him out of here. Respectfully, get him out of here. He's had one too many, like Tyson Fury over the weekend, but that's another story.
Hey man, yo, you know, it's sad that we live in a day and age where a grown ass fucking man, you know, cause I mean, you know, the difference, or not even different, but the thing is, you know, it's spots that like people go to, or like, you know, when you have a spot, you have a demographic of people go there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when you got a spot, for example, yourself, you probably not going to go to the bars I'm going to or the spots I'm going to with your wife. You get what I'm saying? You finna go probably to a more mature, you know, maybe an older crowd, more mature crowd bar that play, you know, the music that y'all like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, bro, this man go to a pub where it's none but old-ass blokes inside. And these motherfuckers really took their phone out to record another grown-ass man after a few fucking brews. Like, that shit was mad corny to me. I didn't like that, and I understand he's a celebrity and people, that's what, bro, I just ain't like that. And I found it weird. I'm like, yo, we really, even at a pub, you know, where he can't even go have a drink? He wasn't assaulting nobody. He wasn't, I ain't hear him call nobody out his name. I just seen him, you know, he could have slipped. I don't know. He could have slipped. For all we know, yeah, was he probably a little, you know what I mean? Yeah, he probably was. But I didn't like that they did my boy Tyson like that. He just had a rough, tough fight with Usyk. He deserved that, you know?
Not only just the fight, the camp. Like, you're not eating right. You're not doing, you know what I mean? So between the camp and the fight, you absolutely want and need to cut loose. So I ain't knocking it. I got an interesting theory about that, though, without going too far off the rails. I think he's setting up for a comeback. I think he's going to, you know what I'm saying, get Frank the Tank a little bit, you know, and I'll talk about Frank Martin in that bill, but he's going to get wasted and rebuild from there. Like, I think some of that restraint and walking the straight and narrow, it was too buttoned up for him. It was like Marlo in the suit. You know what I mean? Like, he had to just do something to be like, yo, I got to get back to that old Fury. So just relaxing, having a relaxing moment, having some drinks. I don't think there's anything to be worried about. But when you need help, that's the only problem is he a little bit too tall when you need help. Sure. Like, the homies is shorter than him. So lifting his big ass up, like, dog, don't put us out there like that.
Hey, and I'm not saying, you know, his hand needs to be held in any way. I just know anytime we see Fury fight week, we see Shane big ass next to him. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. He be deep.
Where was Shane?
He be deep with the traveling people. That's all I'm saying. Shane big as hell. Whoever, you know what I'm saying? They some big motherfuckers, yo. Like, you know, it's about the good and the bad, you know? So that's, you know what I'm saying? And again, yo, he a grown-ass man. You know, you should be able to walk at least on your own. But, hey, like Ness says, you know, it's my mans in them. You feel me?
So let's talk about Broner. But let me get back to Broner because, yeah, he's a grown man as well. And I think that he is still entertaining. It's just that, you know, and the skills are probably there.
But
like,
is he entertaining in the ring?
No, and that's the problem.
Because
that's
he's a
where
boxer.
He needs to be.
Yes. Exactly. He's a boxer. You know, so when you're not entertaining in the ring and you're not having success in the ring, you know, certain conversations need to be had. I don't know that he won more than 2 rounds of that fight. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, when we talk about these things, certain conversations need to be had. You know what I'm saying? I mean, back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. It's on you right now. You good right there. I just got to open this door. All right, you got it, brother. Stage is yours.
So the other thing too is finding the right coaches, the right team around him. So we know Tank basically pulled the mea culpa, went to Calvin Ford and said, "Yo, listen, I need y'all to do my old head a solid." And that was very gracious of Tank, looking back and helping people out. But I think that at some point, Broner got to be able to help him when it come to in the ring, man. He has to find a voice he's willing to listen to, because if you go from Kevin Cunningham, who's pretty much a no-nonsense guy, I'm tending to believe it was because of some nonsense. So I don't see him really finding a camp to be in that's going to allow him to get away with some of the things that still might plague him.
Well, look, we don't know for sure. At least I don't. But I heard that he was only in the camp for 5 weeks. We saw him tweet yesterday, put on his Instagram, I hope what I did wasn't a year or two too late. So I'm not disagreeing with you that, he probably cooked liver. You know what I mean? He probably chopped liver. It's probably done it and over with. But, it'd be interesting to see if that was only a 5-week camp, what would it look like if it was 10 against a guy a lot lower than Blair? You get what I'm saying? Go. I just wonder, can he do what Ness wants Wilder to do? Can he do the George Foreman and take 10, 15 fucking tune-ups, against guys and just lock in with those guys, lock in with Calvin and the team, Tank and the team, and because it seems like he wanted to be back, but you're not gonna be back in one camp, so it's like, could he do something like that, and would he even be motivated for guys of no name, for guys that will have him fighting in small venues,
Well, wanting to be back, I think he liked coming out with Rick Ross. He liked that part. He liked the ring walk. He liked, the roar of the crowd. But he don't like the punches. I heard, somebody say, "Yo, you said you was going to die in there. Well, die then." You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to walk it like you talk it. So you're talking about, I'm wondering, can he get through a camp and stay dedicated to get through? Now, different from Wilder, I don't see Wilder even have 10 fights against 10 journeymen or 10 lesser named opponents. However, in the lower divisions, between 140 and 147, if Broner, is flexible between those two weights, I could see 4 or 5 fights he could take to see how serious he is about camp, how serious he is about making weight, and how serious he is about following whomever's coaching him's directives. I would love to, you know what they really need? They would need a camera behind the scenes. This is when we need Showtime and All Access, because that's where the entertainment would be. Following Adrian Broner around with Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis in camp for 10 weeks while he's getting ready for a fight.
Yeah, bro, but that's the thing. And that kind of goes back to my question. Is he entertaining in the ring? We know he's entertaining out of the ring. You get what I'm saying? We know he's entertaining during the press conferences. We remember the band camp episodes. We remember the 25-8 episodes from the last camp that him and Tank did together. I just feel like at this point in his career, every time he steps into the ring, or every time he steps into camp for a fight, it's fat camp, right? So when he steps into the ring, I've never been able to watch or cover a Broner fight where it's like, yo, you let your hands go. Like, first fight I ever went to was the Porter fight. It's like, yo, you ain't let your hands go. You know, like, we talking about a thing that's been a thing for almost a decade.
That's true.
Like,
well,
we have to be for real. That Porter fight was 2015. Like, has he got some wins in there? For sure. Has he won a belt in there? For sure. But it's like against who? And then it's like the last 5 years now. It's like since the Pacquiao fight, what's happened?
So let's turn this on his head a bit because we're figuring out what Broner does. But so and I don't see the funny thing is I don't hear much people talking about what Cobb does next. I think that's interesting. Where does Cobb go next?
Well, I think what was interesting was that my man said 400,000 for a Boots fight wasn't enough, and I'm like, well, goddamn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just know July 13th at Venetian. My man's Cody Crowley was not supposed to get that. I don't know if they had to throw at Venetian a little Frank Martin for him to step in there on short notice, on a month's notice, a little more than a month's notice. But, Crowley wasn't getting 4, so it's like,
I don't know how that 4 wasn't enough.
what you've done. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you did Friday, but it's like, what tickets have you sold? What fan base do you bring? What value do you have? Who's your backer? Like you know what I'm saying? What is it? So, that surprised me.
And that was a poor decision because Blair Cobb is from Philly. He's from Philly. He would have gotten a chance to fight at home against the guy that is supposed to be. I mean, I'm sure he knows. I'm sure he's been in the dungeon with Bozy and them, right? So I'm thinking to myself, you getting 400 grand to fight at home. I'm not sure if Don King took care of you. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, right? But I think back to back, I think the recognition, the visibility, plus with his personality, he would have won by losing.
Well, look, we got to be realistic. He probably wouldn't have been able to fight July 13th, right? But just for him to be like, yo, this ain't enough. Like, I just felt like, yo, you putting up blocks for the fight already. Yo, don't put up any roadblocks. Let the street be open. Let there be an open line of communication. Don't scare them people away. That's a fight we want to see. That's a fight that you should want. That's a fight that would do good in the city. Like, even if that's your thought inside of your head. You get what I'm saying? Like, cool, let that be your number. Or let that be too low for you in your head. But now I feel like you almost threw up a roadblock to where we can't even discuss or, realistically right now discuss Boots. I think we got to look another direction right now,
Yeah, and that was, I think, was the problem with that fight. That fight, it was more about, does Broner have anything left, more so than is Cobb really establishing himself as a contender. And I don't know that beating Broner is enough to be a contender. Welterweight's it's a wide open division too. So yeah, I get the logistics. The commission might have suspended him, so therefore he might not have been ready by July 13th. But come hell or high water, those are the opportunities you gotta try to make happen. And then, like you said, if the money wasn't right, then you just blame it on the commission. You don't say nothing about the money. You just, the commission wouldn't let me fight. Yeah, let them hold you back even if you don't want to fight. But you don't hold yourself back, at least is what I'm thinking.
Nah, look, for sure. I think this does land Blair a top 15 and, probably closer to 15 ranking in the WBC at least, as they did have, like a, what's the word I'm looking for?
What, an interim
Participation
situation?
belt. No, it wasn't.
Okay.
They called it like the People's Belt. I don't know. That's just what they did. They called it the People's Belt, and they had it in the ring that night. But Broner is ranked 14 or was ranked 14th in the WBC, so I could see Mr. Cobbs land himself somewhere in there. Does he take a Abel Ramos or Does he take a Abel Ramos fight, a Jamal James fight, guys ranked in that 6 to 10 range of the? I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna want to do. Does he owe Don a fight now? Like, it's gonna be interesting. We got to see what his plans are. I just know that if I was him, I'd want to stay busy. He's been very inactive. He looked good in there with a new camp. I mean, new trainers in the camp. He should want to be active. He should want to keep that momentum going. There's no reason for ring rust. There's no reason for inactivity. So hopefully we see him get back in there soon.
Well, let's shift gears and talk about that top rank card a bit, because as you said, I was not in the building. I was in and out of the city. I was moving around. Of course, it was Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. We know in the East Coast, that is a very, very big tradition. Just like the West Indian Day Parade, these are big deals. And so Top Rank usually gives us a great card. So this one, in the main event, you had Xander Zayas, a long-time prospect. Now he's, approaching contender status. And he was in there with a former world champion, Patrick Teixeira. I don't know if you talked about his performance already, but I thought he did well. And I was not one of the people that was calling for him that he got to get a knockout. He got to get a knockout. Teixeira is still a dangerous puncher, and it was his first southpaw. His first southpaw of that level as well. So I don't mind watching Xander continue his progress. My issues around what happens with Xander, can kind of be aligned with the new signing of Vito Malinicki, and then the reemergence or the continued perseverance of Jahai Tucker. So that's where kind of where my things are tied in.
Oh man, fuck that. First and
Talk to me.
foremost, I'm of the belief that if a champion can defend his belt against you, meaning you are in the top 10, in some cases 15 of the rankings, then, you're a contender. So when you look at a guy like Xander, granted, not across the board, but he's top 5, top 10 in some of these rankings. So, I think that he has reached that contender status. Now, as far as the performance, I'll say it wasn't the most entertaining to me. But I'm not in agreement but I'm not mad at the performance. I just don't agree with you that, we got to see him in fights of the likes of Vito or the likes of Jahai. I think those guys are a step behind him. I think that right now we got to be talking other guys in the rankings, bro. I know.
Okay.
I know some of these guys might be with other promoters, but he can't take step backwards.
Oh,
Like
Danny.
he got I know he Puerto Rican, so he could do a little side step, he
Little
he
bachata.
a little bachata. He could bachata to the side. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't want to see no step backwards, and I'm not trying to rush him, which is why I'm cool with a little bachata right now. I'm cool with a little. Yeah, I mean, but I'm not cool with the step backwards. I'm not cool with you fighting guys that aren't ranked. You fighting guys that just aren't where you're at. Like, give me a Josh Kelly, give me Takashi Inoue. Give me a Yoenis Tellis. And I know some of these guys with other people, you know what I'm saying? Give me guys in the rankings, guys that are also trying to make it. That's who I want to see them fight.
So, and those guys are in the rankings, but let's talk about this 154-pound division, because you said that Vito Malinicki, White Magic, New Jersey's own. I'm not gonna knock you for that, Danny. I know you ain't know that he was a Jersey homie. I'm gonna give you a pass on that.
Man, come on.
So why you talk about my man like that? Because although I have my questions about Vito, I think that he ain't behind Xander. Those guys are equal. Those guys are, as a matter of fact, when it comes to being a little bit more seasoned and having some experience, I kind of feel like Vito is a little bit more experienced, not just because of the loss. I just feel like, Vito, he's kind of been brought along.
Nah, I mean, but I'm talking about where they at in their career. Like Like, come on, Vito's never headline. Vito's never fought for
He
the
he headlined a
regionals.
show in Newark. He headlined a show in Newark on Christmas Day
Yeah, bro.
a
You know
couple
what I'm
years ago,
talking about. Yeah, at the Prudential. But you know
and it was
what I'm,
PBC.
bro. But you know what I'm talking about. Like a real headline, bro. That was a show they threw together a couple weeks' notice. My boy Kenny Sims fought. I remember that show, bro. Like I'm just saying, like, cool. Give you that one. He bringing some tickets to Newark. I know he do. But I'm just saying, like, he wasn't pushed the way Xander was pushed. Like, let him. He just got with Top Rank. Let him get his push. Let them develop and feed off of Vito. Like, yo, I don't know what they waiting on. They need to announce him for Shakur card already. You get what
Well,
I'm saying?
so-
I don't know what they
so
waiting
he-
on, but, bro, they like he just signed Vito's young. They need to do what they've done for Xander. They need to do for Vito. Get him in the rankings. Get him a couple regional belts. Make it make sense. You get what I'm saying? Don't throw him in the next.
Well, no, I agree with you. In walks Jahai Tucker, because I feel like if they want to see where either of these individuals are at, it's because of entertainment value, fighting style. I could be wrong about the rankings because I'm being honest. I don't know where I can admit a fandom when it comes to Jahai Tucker. So I don't know where he's ranked. I'm not basing this off stats. I'm saying when he fights, most people, even casual fans, he is a guy that people like watching boxing, fighting, entertaining. He can do it all. And I don't think he's scared of the loss or the tough competition. Now, between those two guys, Vito and Xander, I don't think either one of them are cut like Jahai, which is why both of them need to see him before both of them try to. First of all, I don't want to see the white man do the
Crazy as
river
hell.
dance. Hold on.
Crazy
I don't
as
want the
hell.
white man to do the river dance. I don't want Poppy to do the bachata. Neither one of these men should have the opportunity to walk past Jahai Tucker before they get a title shot. Why am I crazy? Why am I crazy, Danny?
Nah. Cool. They could, man. Look, you know, top rank is good for
In-house.
in-house, but fuck the in-house. I'm talking about what I was getting at was they good for chopping block fights. Chopping block fights.
Yeah. When they got somebody that they want to see whether it's time to go or stay.
People like, yo, Danny, give me an example. What do you mean? Okay. Troy Isley, Mad Max Hernandez, chopping block fight. Mad Max had just upset Truck Simpson on OTX. Yo, I told Troy, is this what this is? He ain't like it. He got, he didn't like that I said that, and most people probably wouldn't, right? But when he found out that's what it was, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And he stepped the fuck up. Another example. It was actually the same card, and it was Cash Flow Diaz. Cash Flow Diaz fought this dude from Vegas. I'm pulling up the name because I can't, those are smaller weights. I ain't trying to be a dickhead, but I don't remember the dude name right now. But dude used to be signed to Roy Jones. He out of Vegas. His name is Max Ornelas. He was undefeated. He was 15-1. He was 15-1 at the time. He was coming off of a controversial split decision loss that meant, he went on the road to the hometown guy. It was his opponent hometown fight. He lost on the road, controversial split decision. Max, but if you in Vegas and you've been in the boxing world in Vegas, you knew who Max was and you knew how tough Max was and how much bigger, physically he was than Cash Flow Pause and that was a chop and block fight to where it's like, had they lost those fights, they done for. That being said, I don't think it would be a chop and block fight for Xander, but I do think it would be for Jahai. I think it could be a chop and block fight for Jahai, and I would like that. Not to see him on a chopping block per se, just that fight in general. Like, yo, it's an in-house fight. It'd be entertaining. I do believe Xander's a step ahead than Jahai. I think Jahai still bring, the entertainment value. He's still bringing the heart. Yeah, but you talking about the Papi doing the bachata and the white man doing the river dance, um, yo, I think that Vito Milnecki would turn Jahai Tucker into white magic, not to be confused with that blue magic they sold back in the day. Turn them into dust.
You think so?
Bro, let me tell you something. One thing about Vito, if anybody has followed his career, that kid has only progressed and impressed and developed and, worked with different trainers, high-level sparring, gaining knowledge, very teachable. You don't see him telling his corner no and throwing fits and pouts mid-fight. You get what I'm saying? He go out there, he fight, he stick to the game plan. We got to make adjustments. We do. And, yeah, bro, man, I don't know what you talking about, but, I don't know what you talking about, but, yeah, I got my boy White Magic. And then, my boy Xander would turn Jahai into arroz con gando. You understand what I'm saying? Puerto Rican rice, my friend. Puerto Rican rice. But real quick, before we say anything more, keeping it moving, $2, as we do have some super chats. Appreciate it. Stop it. Deny. Broner did it for the hood. Capiche? Crying, laughing emoji. Hashtag deny layups. Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder. What's your view? Cobb's saying his win over AB is his best win, is the best win by any welterweight this year. Cobb said he wants Thurman, Ryan Garcia. Norman is a nobody. Yeah, fuck what you talking about. I got Brian Norman over Blair Cobbs every day of the week.
Easy. Cobb need to be on Misfits if he with that kind of resume. He pulling like he wants a cash out. He's not looking for no competitive bouts.
The Thurman fight, yeah, guy coming off a 3-year layoff. 2 failed camps. Do I want to see that? Why not?
Shit.
Sure. Why not?
Broner and Thurman is the fight to make if we gonna see Thurman come back.
Oh man, Broner just lost, man. So I'd rather see Cobbs personally. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'd rather see Blair. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $5. I think Cobb's lying about the offer. I don't think he was even considered. Just talking, chasing clout. So wait, he was saying that they offered him the fight on July 13th? I'm confused now. I thought he was just saying that 400 wasn't enough for a Boots fight. Or is that what they offered him for the Boots fight? Did they offer him the Boots fight? Okay, hold on. Producers, let me know something. Brambo, $2. Says Zayas can fill in for Zoo August 3rd. I'm pretty sure they got a opponent for Zoo on August 3rd. And I'm pretty sure that opponent is Sergey Boachuk, if I am not mistaken.
No, you're correct. They confirmed.
Which I'm pretty sure Boachuk trained in that LA area, live when he's in America in that LA area. I like it. I like it.
Me too.
I like it. Is it what it was? No. I like it. Boachuk ain't coming off a loss at least, so I'm cool with it. I think it'd be a good fight for Virgil. 2 high-ranked guys. Again, not the name, but it is what it is. I'm all right with it.
Real quick, before you go to the next super chat, this is the division, and this is the reason why I'm saying, I don't know. Vito may be a little bit more seasoned and ready, but when we talk about what's at 154, we start naming Virgil Ortiz, we start talking about Sebastian Fundora, Erickson Lubin, the Tim Zoos of the world. I don't know. And Virgil just got there, but we know he's got the power. I don't know where Xander stands against those guys. I don't even think he beats Erickson Lubin.
Xander don't beat Erickson Lubin, you said? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know that he does. I can't say that he does. I'm going to be honest with you. Erickson is very experienced, very durable. I don't give a fuck. Like, people who talk about that flash knockout, yo, what you see with Fundora, I saw a motherfucker that was durable.
Absolutely.
You get what
A
I'm
dog.
saying? A motherfucker that's going to keep getting up. You get what I'm saying? So, you talk about a guy with a lot of high-level experience. You know, high-level sparring. We've seen what he's done to guys like Edgar Berlanga in sparring. You know, so look, man, I think if I'm being quite honest with you right now that I'm thinking about it, and you know, now that we're talking about it, I probably would favor Lubin in that fight. I think the bookies would too.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the bookies would too, man. I mean, when you look at their resumes, you know, he got Olympians on his resume. He got world champions on it. So it's just like, I just think it's just a tad bit different. You know, just a tad bit different when it comes to, you know, the level of competition that they have faced thus far, bro. But we got some callers. Easy. On Twitter Spaces, make sure to unmute. And if you are tuned in, make sure to smash the like, hit the subscribe, and make sure you got that notification bell turned on so you know each and every time we go live. Lots of footage this week. Let me just give you a rundown of my day. Easy, stay on mute real quick. Rundown of the day. Leaving here about 10, fit in to get to the gym, 10:30, you know, working with the champ. Got that. Head over to the MGM Grand Arrivals. Get that. Upload that, edit that, get that shit done. 6 p.m. strength and conditioning. And, you know, we back at it again in the morning. So it's just like, yeah, champ, you feel me? Long days, busy week, lots going on. It is the 100th fight at the MGM Grand. I mean, so they're doing a lot of celebratory things. And I got a media dinner, this private dinner to go to. You know, lots of things going on in the city, specifically for fight week. So I want everybody to have that notification bell turned on so you know everything going on, everything coming out. I know it's been a few days, so you know people miss us. People miss us, so be on the lookout for lots of footage this week. Easy, unmute, talk to us.
What up, Easy?
What's going on, Daddy, man?
What's the word?
Man, TBV, what's going on, man? Listen, Friday fight, Broner lost the tooth. I felt like Cobb let him get back in it right there at the end. I like Shushu. Shushu had a good performance. And I think Tim Bradley's a fucking hater, man. I thought Zayas did everything. I thought his defense was good, footwork was good. He had open holes. Those were quality rounds. He needs that. So I don't believe that a knockout was necessary. You know, I don't believe he needed to TKO him, man. I thought, you know what I mean, going 10 rounds was, you know, beneficial for him.
I wasn't mad that he went 10.
The future's right.
I wasn't mad that he went 10. And funny enough, you know, being on the show, since we typically do the live chats, we never have the volume on. So we typically don't hear the commentary. Saturday night was different. I got to hear the commentary, so I heard some of the things Tim was saying. And I did feel he was a bit critical. However, I don't think he was too wrong. Like, a lot of the things he was saying was that Xander wasn't throwing shit to set anything up, you know, behind it. And I don't disagree with that. You know, there was shit that I'm like, yo, I don't really feel like you're doing anything to set anything up. I just feel like he was throwing punches. But he's young. He's growing. That was definitely a step up for him. You know, people don't remember when Teixeira was, you know, a champ. Fighting for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that Adames fight. Like, people, people don't even remember that shit. So, there is room for growth and for development. No pun intended. For those that know, they know. But there's, there's definitely room for improvement for sure.
Yeah, man, Xander definitely got skill. Maybe he the setups weren't there because he was just hitting open holes. Maybe he just wanted to get 10 rounds. I don't know. I just believe that his skill level, and I believe the show that he puts on when you watch him is a lot better than what Berlanga is giving you out of the Puerto Rican boxers. To me, I think Berlanga is a little. I don't think there's a comparison.
I mean, if we're going to compare, yeah, I think one's more well-rounded and one's more popular, with potential for knockout power, for sure.
Yeah, I think one thing Bradley gave him credit for that I noticed was his defense. I loved his head movement. You know what I mean? I thought he stayed moving, so that's going to be important going into
sure.
his future. Thanks for having me on there.
Feel like it's
for
your
sure,
time,
champ. Appreciate you.
but it's not your time.
Appreciate the call.
Who we got next?
We got Sean. Sean, what up? Make sure to unmute.
Sean, what up, champ? Unmute.
It's still connecting on their end. In the meantime, we got some super chats. Leonard Sterling, 5-pounder, says, no offer. It sounded like Cobbs was assuming Crowley purse was $400K and he would not fight Boots for $400K. Got info wrong. Crowley purse was $586 plus. I'll look into it. I'm pretty sure we talked about the fact that he turned down the PBC offer for $500,000 and ended up getting less with this purse bid. But you might be right. Nonetheless, yeah, man. I mean, we still talking guys that ain't never sold tickets, don't bring a fan base, don't necessarily bring the most value. So, all I'm saying is that don't price yourself out. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like, don't price yourself out. Make these fights possible. Make these fights realistic. Believe in yourself. You know what I mean? So that's literally all I'm saying. Hot Boxing Minutes, shout out to you, my guy. But yeah, champ, just take the fights. That's all I'm saying. Take the fights. Leave that line of communication open. Don't throw out any roadblocks. Don't make it impossible to deal with, to do business with. Let's fight. Let's fight. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Let's fucking fight.
Especially title fights, man.
For sure, bro. I mean, motherfuckers, bro, I was there. It was a PBC card at Mandalay on Halloween weekend. And I just remember it was Jamal James, I'm pretty sure in Butayev, if I'm not mistaken. Or, I know, I want to say, matter of fact, Boots fought, that's when Boots fought,
Karen Chudnian?
Nah, he fought the Puerto Rican Dominican.
Thomas Delorme.
Thomas Delorme. Right? He fights Thomas. Yo, I was there. Cobbs walked right up to him talking cash shit. All that rah-rah, yah-yah, Philly shell shit. You feel me? He was talking all of it. So it's like, yo, we want to see that. It's a Philly fight. We want that. You know what I mean? Like don't back away now. Khaled, talk to us, man. What is the word?
What's good, bro? How y'all doing?
Sensational.
Good, brother.
Bro. I'm gonna start with the weekend. I'm like you, Danny. I like fucking with the small weight classes, so I did watch the Christopher Rios, and I don't know how to pronounce the other brother name, but I gotta rewatch those. But that was an entertaining fight. Hopefully they can get that rematch going. I like to see like the smaller guys fight. It don't be the knockouts per se, but it's a lot of good skill, a lot of great punches in those bouts. Um, then we had the Shushu joint. He looked good. Uh, he looked strong in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I could see him starting to wear the guy down. He like stayed composed. I would like to see him use the jab just a little bit more, but very good fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? He looked good. He got the stoppage. Shout out to him. Xander Zayas, man, he was in there with like a game guy. You know what I'm saying? It was, Mark Teixeira, he had just fought in March or something like that. Like, so he wasn't coming off no layoff. So he was ready. You know what I'm saying? He was a savvy veteran that was in there not to get knocked out. So I do think it might be some validity to uh, the fact that he was just setting up stuff. I'm sorry that he like wasn't setting up punches,
Mm-hmm.
but and like he was just throwing. But I thought it was still good rounds for him. And I think that a Jaleel Hackett and those type of guys might be a step. I do want to see him kind of step forward. And I know that those guys are in-house, so it's probably easy to make. But I do want to see him kind of step up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just had a former champ. I want to see him get like another former champ. I don't want to see him fight prospects or like other guys like that. Shout out to Boost Ennis fighting David Ebenezer. That's a good fight. He was the biggest name in that IBF ranking, so that's good. Former opponent with Terrence Crawford. Happy to see that. And I think that he gonna come to fight. He might not win, but I think that might be a tougher. I think that's a tougher fight than like the Cody Crowley fight. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come to fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good fight. And if Boots tie him, that just set it up for like a maybe a Bud Crawford fight. I doubt if that fight happens. And then two more things. I do gotta finish that Golden Boy card. Once again, that was the smaller guys headlining. I forgot my man's name. He low key
Oscar
got his shit
Collazo?
rocked. Yeah, hell yeah, he got his shit rocked. He won, but he almost touched that earth. Almost
Yeah, it
touched
was a
that
close
earth,
ass
and
fight.
hell yeah, I gotta finish watching it, and happy that my man Virgil fighting.
You may feel like
I
it's your
forgot to do
time,
yeah, but
but
shout
it's
out to
not your
them. Good
time.
fight. My fault. Thank y'all, bro. Appreciate it.
Man, appreciate you. You the man.
Appreciate that, brother. See, he knows baseball because he slipped and said Mark Teixeira. He was thinking Patrick, but that brother
Yeah,
knows
yeah, yeah.
baseball.
I ain't want to correct them, but yeah, I definitely caught the mark for sure.
Hey, yeah, that's hey, no, man, correct me, bro. Correct me if I fuck up. Correct me, bro. That's right. You right though. Yeah, you right. That's my fault.
Nah, it's all
Nah, it's all
good,
good,
champ.
brother.
All good, champ. I mean, let me take some funny shit, right?
Hmm.
So, what's today? Tuesday. Sunday, I'm I'm at the crib, Sunday evening, checking my email. I'm like, yo, I still ain't got no confirmation for the credentials for this week, right? So I start looking in my email because when you apply for the credentials, they send you a receipt. Like, here's your, pretty much saying you applied. I fucking forgot to apply. Forgot to apply, man. So I apply
Are you
Sunday
serious?
night. Keep in mind, the everybody been approved now and notified for 2 days. The deadline was like 2 weeks ago, right? So I apply latest shit. I'm like, fuck it, I don't apply Sunday. Yo, I check my email. I ain't checking before I went to sleep. They emailed me yesterday saying I was approved.
And you know what? Somebody probably saw your name and said, this guy usually applies early. Where the hell is Daniel Albert?
Nah,
You know what I mean?
bro, and let me tell you, them people like the credential people, cause it ain't like PBC folks. They outsource. It's called. I ain't gonna say what it's called actually, cause I don't want to give out the sauce. But the people, they outsource. The people that are, bro, they know me. Hey, what's up? They don't even look me up. They don't ask for my ID. They know me. They know who I am. So it's just like, bro, shout out to them. Shout out to them because, like I said, it is a big fight week. Obviously, David Vosdick, Tank Frank. You got Puello and Gary Antoine Russell. You got Carlos Adames and Terrell Gachet? Is it Gachet?
Yep, Gachet.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got I'm excited. I'm looking forward to some of these prospects. Elijah Garcia, he got a tough ass fight, man.
Yeah, Elijah Garcia, he's one of my favorites, man. Young man, everybody, well, maybe they don't know. Trained by his father. He's a young man, he's about 20-something years old, maybe 20, 21, married, 2 kids, religious brother, and he fights very, very hard. Middleweight contender. Well, is he still a prospect or is he approaching contender status?
I would say he definitely in that contender status. He in those rankings.
Yeah. So
and he fighting a tough ass Kyron Davis, man. Tough as hell. Who only been stopped by David Benavidez, a Mexican monster. And that was at 68. This is 60. You know what I'm saying? Kyron took that fight on short notice.
Absolutely.
That was an opportunity after an opponent fell out. So, yeah, man. That shit's gonna be a scrap. I did let the people know, just reminding you guys, that is part of the free stream, the free prelims, the non-pay-per-view undercard, however you want to call it. That is one of the 3, usually 2. This time we're getting 3 non-pay-per-view fights available for us to watch before the pay-per-view gets started. It is going to be an early day. I mean, I was telling people, I believe the first fight, actually, I'll tell you, I don't have to believe. I'll tell you right here as I have everything I need. So the first fight begins at 12:15 p.m. Pacific on Saturday. 12:15 p.m. So 3:15 p.m. Eastern.
I like that.
Pay-per-view starts at 5. So, 8 p.m. on the East. Main event should be over 9:30. You get what I'm saying? I'll probably be in bed by midnight.
Now let me ask you this: the DAZN card, like we mentioned, it keeps getting forgotten about. We got the homecoming of Subriel Matias.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So that's going to be in the evening, obviously. So you think that's strategic? They finish up earlier than the card from Puerto Rico, or you think it just happened that way?
Boy, they don't give a fuck about that shit. What the fuck, man? They just accommodating to the people from the East, if we being honest. Because, that's all they doing. They just trying to get the fight done and over with by midnight in the East Coast. Maybe a little bit after. But, sometimes you be
which we appreciate.
Sometimes, I was there in D.C. We was in that motherfucker till 1:30 in the morning watching a fight. I still had to go to the post-fight press conference. I'm leaving the arena. The sun coming up. It was very aesthetically pleasing. But bro, we don't want to do that shit. We don't want to pull the all-nighters no more. So, I think PBC absolutely gave 0 fucks about Eddie Hearn and his card. It was more for the East Coast people. I do hope that the Subriel fight don't overlap with the Tank or the David fight. If I'm being honest, I don't want it to overlap with either one of them.
Or if
hopefully
it's just,
they timely perfect to where it's like it starts the minute David's fight ends and it ends as Tank is making his ring walk. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah. It's a lot of action this weekend, man. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows about what's going on. So, Tank and David, yes, they're a big deal. But so is Matias's homecoming to Puerto Rico. That is a big deal as well. So tune in, ladies and gentlemen.
No, for sure. And we will be doing a live fight chat for that. I'm actually considering, as, Ness is in here, and I'll be doing a live fight chat. I was considering moving shop Saturday and actually doing the live fight chat from the media center at the MGM. That way, when the fight's over and they come in for the post-fight press conference, we already live and rolling.
That might be the play.
So, considering it, you know, the negative to that, because there's pros and cons to everything, right? Live fight chats are typically several hours long, as we're doing the entire card. And, you know, the con to doing it there is that I can't be chiefing in there. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to step out. And, you know, you can't really step out because I'm solo dolo. So, kind of like weighing my options now, you know, me being who I am, you know, throw the security a little $20 bill like, yo, man, watch my shit. You know, I'll do some shit like, yo, bro, you know, there's security in there. Like, hey, bro, look, man, what you want, a joint? You want some hard thing? Nah, let me stop. But, you know, bless the security with, you know, a coffee. You know, it's a $20 bill. Yo, watch my shit. I'm finna step out, smoke right quick, go to the bathroom, whatever. You know, so I am thinking of the options, the pros and cons to each option. But that is a possibility that I am absolutely considering for sure.
Yeah, because the card is so long, though, you might want to err on the side of self-care. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, just quick shout out. We know most of our members, most of this community are men. This is Men's Health Month, Men's Mental Health Month. I want you guys, good brothers, to check in on each other. Take care of yourselves, man, because we need each other out here.
Nah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. Definitely check in on not just on each other, check in on the strong friends too. You know, it be the strong ones that be sometimes going through it. Yo, crazy enough, I mean, called Ness yesterday, as you know, he's on his way to his honeymoon, right? Bro, talked to Ma Dukes yesterday. Shit wicked right now, bro. They travel to Mexico this weekend, and bro, for 25 plus years we've been driving out there. 24 hours from my dad's house in Chicago to his house in Mexico. He 2 hours from the border, right? He right there, right? She said they got stopped by the cartel 7 times, yo. I guess a woman was elected president out there, so they trying to scare all this type of shit. So shit wicked right now out there. And, you know.
Be safe.
Yo, it was crazy, though, because when I called my mother, I mean, I saw it in her face. First thing I said, I'm like, yo, what's wrong? Nah, nothing. Yeah. She tried to play it off. 5 minutes later, I'm like, Ma, what's going on? You look off. And then she ain't saying shit, and then it just hit me. I'm like, they just drove out there. I'm like, yo, how was the trip? And then that's when, you know. So, bro, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I smoked like 3 to the head, back to back to back. You know what I mean? So check in on your peoples is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Check in on your peoples. JXV, 88, $2. I ain't paying no $80 to watch DB's David Benavidez' man boobs. You is wicked. You is wicked, man.
David's in shape. Come on,
I was just gonna say that. I feel like I've seen David like cut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So you just a hater. Big deal TV member for 4 months at the contender level. Just showing love. Shout out to you. And we got Copy Cool. What it do?
What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on, man?
Talk to me.
Yeah, man. I'm a little upset about this overlapping of the cards, man. I hope it works out where you can see, you know, Sabrice and Tank. Because that's throwing me off right now. But that's crazy how they would do that. They would make them compete against each other. But it is what it is.
Yo, thank you to Top Rank. Let's say thanks to Top Rank for I know I'm a little harsh and critical and tough on Top Rank, but let's give Top Rank a for moving the TO card because the TO card was also June 15th. They
Word.
smartened up, moved it to June 29th, which obviously they're competing now with UFC, but breaking news. Conor
Yeah,
McGregor,
but
Conor McGregor might not be fighting at the end of this month. They just ain't said shit yet. My good sources tell me verbatim quote, he's pulled Orion, end quote. So Tio might have actually he's still competing with Ben Rodriguez that day. God damn it. God damn. Yo, it's always some competition. But anyway, let me stop taking your time. Restarting the time. You got it,
good.
Capico.
You good. Nah, but I'm with you with when you was talking about Xander. How I feel like he's doing the right step. They're not pushing him. They're doing what they have to do with him. And a sidestep. Like I feel like Nikki is a sidestep for him. I think he's a little, like you said, he's a little behind his career, but he will be considered a sidestep if Xander was to fight him, because they're kind of right there. I just feel like he's Zayas is a little bit more in the limelight than Nikki, because of that one L. But those names that he did call, I feel comfortable with those names. If he was to chase him, I think Josh Kelly is more on the upper echelon. Than Lubin, but I think Lubin's a more dangerous fight than that. But I would like to see him fight, those type of guys that are kind of show where he's really at. Even maybe a Ramos, him to fight a Ramos or maybe a Brian Mendoza. I mean, those type of guys. Oh, this guy that just won the title at 60. What's his name? The kid from Jersey too. Cornflake.
Vito? Oh.
Yeah,
Thomas
Cornflake.
Lamana.
Cornflake. Yeah, shout out my boy Cornflake. Just won that WBA gold, man.
Where. So, that those type of guys I think will be good for Xander Zayas, right now in this kid's career, As far as Broner goes, man, I mean, I was excited because I started to see like the old Broner, like when he started to push forward, that whole fight with him, he looked good, like as far as like pushing forward. Like we normally see him on the back pedal, kind of waiting for the counter and stuff like that, but he looked like he was pressing the action for a little bit. He just got caught with some stupid, stuff. But I don't think Blair Cobb. I don't think much of Blair Cobb. I think that he's not really gonna go far. The next time he steps up, like if he fights a guy like Stanionis or guys like that I think he'll get destroyed. He'll get washed. So and those are the guys that he's gonna have to fight next. And I just don't see him beating those type of guys. Like even putting him after a Santana, I think a Santana will beat him up too. We saw what Ramos did to him. Was it Ramos or Rocha? I forget who it was. That beat him really bad.
Alexis Rocha.
Rocha, yeah. Rocha that beat him really bad. So those type of guys, even a Villa, he can go and fight a Villa, and I think Villa beats him. But again, with Broner, I think, like you said, I think he starts up. He has to be willing to start all over. Maybe go on a 3-fight tour, go on a European tour, like he did in the beginning of his career. Go on a European tour, 3-4 fights. Get his confidence up, and then go back to the top rank and see what he does.
But
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Copy cool. Thank you for calling into the show. Appreciate everybody rocking out with us. No Ness this week as he is vacationing on his honeymoon right now. But hey, you got Ringwalk Danny, you got King Amina Vesics. Malcolm, talk to us.
Yo, you hear me?
We hear you.
Crispy.
Shout out to Boxing Boys. Shout out to you, Danny, and Amin, man.
Shout out to
could
you.
Could you do me a favor and give me my crow?
All right. Do me a favor though. Just keep talking while I find the crow.
Malcolm, what you getting the crow for? What's the crow for, Malcolm?
My boy Broner, man. My boy Broner.
Oh, you picked Broner?
Yeah, nah, listen. I'm gonna explain. Hold on.
And while we here, let me just eat some too, cause I picked Broner by majority decision.
Y'all from the Midwest.
Mm.
Malcolm, you got to be from Ohio.
Nah, I'm a New Yorker, man. I'm straight out of New
Oh, my
York.
nigga,
But
what the blood clot?
yeah, it's just Broner on some sentimental shit. He was one of my favorite fighters, man. Back when he was the Can Man, and I
Yeah,
always
brush
fucked
it
with him.
with the
You know what
brushes
I'm
and
saying? I'm
shit.
always loyal to the soil. You feel me? Back in the little 25 8 days on YouTube about billions, all that shit, man. That's my guy, you know. So I'm gonna always
Yeah.
pull for him no matter what. I wasn't gonna bet, you know. I'm not that stupid to do some shit like that, but I pulled for the man, you know. And then I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off the whole fucking night because I work overnight. I was pissed off. I'm like, damn, my boy lost. So I got motherfuckers sending me memes and talking about, yo, your boy lost and he got his tooth knocked out. I was sick, man. But yeah, the man says he don't want to retire. He'll be back.
Yo, why would he
I
post?
don't.
Like, I understand, like making light of this. Cool. Like, I'm saying, like, let's make a joke out of it. But why would he post shark teeth and with the missing tooth? Like, yo, he should have just let that shit be, bro. I wouldn't have posted no shit like that.
Yeah, that shit look crazy, and at least he got the dental work done.
Nah, I hear
But
you, but he could have posted like once it was done, bro. Now he a meme on top of the other memes.
He got thick skin, though.
yeah,
Broner
he
got
got a
thick
lot of
skin.
memes, man. He's gonna become a meme fighter, man. He's already there on that level.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, man, it just fucking sucks, man. I don't see him beating any top name. If it was up to me, he'll beat like 2 or 3 bums and just call it a wrap. You know, I still think he got something in the tank just because he hasn't taken. It's not like he's taken some Maidana type fight punishment throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't see him beating any top names. And I wanted to say props to my boy Xander. He didn't get the stoppage, but he looked amazing. You know, former world champ. We was talking about the whole step ups. Uh, I would I would like for him to get a fight with Virgil sometime down the line. You know, PR versus Mexico. And you know, the only downside to this is he's stuck in the division where Bud is at right now. You know, but shout out to Boxing Voice, yo. Shout out to you, Danny, and I mean for holding it down. I'm gonna keep tuning in.
Nah, for sure,
Appreciate you,
man.
Malcolm.
Appreciate for everybody tuning in and everybody that's calling and obviously making it possible for the show to keep on going, getting you through your work day, getting you through your morning workout. You know what I mean? Your morning smoke sesh, whatever it may be, your morning drive, dropping the kids off at summer camp, summer school, because they're a bunch of. I almost said it. I almost said it. Man.
Busybodies. Let's say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, a bunch of busybody. Hey, man, nah, yo, that shit, man, especially these days, technology and a phone and see, we was outside growing up. I was like the last of the era of kids that grew up outside, and I got in trouble from shit I did outside. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
kids is inside now, man.
Yeah, they inside on their phone these days, man.
Yo, and what's with the just leaving it up open? I got a teenager. He's a good young man, more athletic than I'll ever be. But the dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got to get your ass outside. I thought all the joints was outside, man. He finding joints on the internet, man. You got to go
Yeah, but that's the
outside.
problem. See, the problem is that
Yo.
hold on, Treese. The problem is, and I was able to live through this. Yo, it just became so easy and accessible through the phone
Yeah,
that like, yeah. But then the problem come, you grow up into the real world, into real life. That ain't how the shit go. Yeah, cool. You definitely gonna get some play through the. But I'm just saying, like, bro, you see a Joan in person, what you gonna ask her for her Instagram to be able to arouse her through the phone instead of just walking up to her and knowing how to speak to a grown woman. You know what I
facts.
mean? Trace.
Give us the game, Treese. What's up, brother?
Yo, what up, though? What up,
What
though?
it do?
Yeah, man. That's a big fact, man. You definitely gotta gotta know how to spoke, man. Gotta walk up to a young lady and ask her is she hungry? You wanna go get something to eat? Nah, but I'm just no, but in all sincerity, though, that's really the way to a woman's heart, man. All these women like to eat, though. That's really you cannot go wrong. We all gotta eat, man. That was in college. That was the way to a lot of. So you know.
What you used to Philly cheese your way to the panties? Like, what we talking?
Nah, no, not at all. I mean, shit, you know, we all gonna be in the cafeteria type shit. One day a nigga be like, shit, I got a little guest swipe. What you about to
Yeah, I
do? What
put
you
it on
all?
my
I'm
meal
just out in
pass, boo. Don't worry about it.
the
You keep your
type shit.
meals.
I'm just
I put it on my meal pass. My Dukes reload my shit when it's low anyway.
Shorty, I got
not
diamond
at all,
dots.
not
Come on,
at
roll
all.
with
We
me.
just out and about.
No, I'm talking
You
shit.
know,
I'm
we just out
talking
and
shit.
about, man. But no, man. Shout out to the UT meal plan, man. It did me well, man. It did me well, man. Shout out to the women who gave me a guest pass when I needed it, man. We was down bad. You know how it goes. Struggling, man. It's cool. But hey, shout out King of Me. Hey, I don't know if you caught Savannah Marshall performance in that MMA shit. I don't know what you thought of this story.
Yeah. She looked tough, man. She looked, she had more. I don't know if it was not having the gloves on because she had to weather the storm. She, because she tall, she gonna get scooped up. When you tall, they gonna go for your legs all the time. You got to learn how to
Of
sprawl.
course.
She'll get that, but the punching was there, the intensity, the intent. She was looking righteous, and Clarissa Shields was there to cheer her on. I love it.
Yeah, that was what's up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely interested in seeing the Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall in the cage, man. I'm
Big
interested.
money.
Maybe we go ahead.
No, go ahead, brother. I would say that's a good fight, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe we might get some of these guys taking note, man. We might get Anthony Joshua in there with Ngannou or something to run it back in the cage or something. Who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, man. Hey, I ain't gonna. Hey, man. Adrian Broner. Let me get my crow, man, on that. He let the Midwest Mafia down, man. He let us down, man. We thought he had something for us, but he wasn't looking right, looking tight. I feel like he need to pull a Wilder. I feel like he need to do it like Ned said for Wilder, man. Get back, take you a couple other fights. You feel me? Work on some things. Maybe we can, you feel me, turn back the clock. Who knows? But I do want to say while I'm on here before I forget, shout out to my guy Roy Behringer. I don't know if y'all caught that fight. APG Sports. Your man Ian Green, man. We had to do what we do to him. I hope that eye healing up nice for him because we put hands and feet on him and
It
we
feel like
got
it's your
robbed.
time,
But shout out TBV,
but
shout
it's
out
not your
Toledo,
time.
Ohio, and Roy Behringer, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Y'all be cool.
Trees, pleasure as always. I could tell you, Ness did not watch that fight. My man's was partying it up in the pool.
That was
You
the
know,
card that Atifo Burton was on, right? The Caribe. That was the Caribe card.
word. Nah.
It wasn't that one.
Ian Green. That was on the Don King card.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I
It
saw
was
the
just it was
whole.
yeah. It was just early on in the card. Yeah,
Okay.
my
Yeah, I was
man's
watching the
Ness.
Koyaso fight.
Yeah. He had a cookout and shit. So I was the one that was like keeping an eye on the fight. And then when it was time for the Broner fight, I called him over, and he sat down to watch the Broner fight. But that was the only one for real that he watched. You feel me? But yeah, man. Nonetheless, phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. Nobody on Blog Talk Twitter Space is available. You know what I didn't open, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably
Discord.
was Discord. But Ness gave me like, whole video rundown. He ain't include Discord on it, so I'm just now realizing, like, damn, Discord not open. Well,
Well, before you open it up, man, I gotta skate up out of here, get some morning goings on, man. But I had to come because TBV, this is a family, man. So we hold each other down. Danny, you already know. Throw up the
my
bat
guy,
signal. I got you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate you, my guy. My God,
Yo,
King got me in the
TB.
Vasix, man. Make sure to follow him. Make sure to rock out. Arrivederci, my friend. Big Gucci Nick. What it do?
Yo,
Yo. What it do? What it do?
yo, what it do, gang? Shout out Ringwalk Danny. Shout out my man King Amin of Essex.
For sure.
Yeah, man. That was a disappointing night of boxing over the weekend with the AB card. I didn't even know that shit went down on a Friday, to be honest with you.
Yep.
I was there watching the highlights on Saturday, like damn. But it was it was disappointing, man. But at the same time, it was not surprising, man. Look, I stand by what I said a few months ago, man. I feel like Alicia Baumgartner whoops this man, bro. Look, from what I seen Friday, man, Broner is just so far past his prime, man. Like even in his prime, he ain't really let his hands go like that. But now it's like, damn, it's like 5 punches around, maybe like one lands around. He ain't really showed me that grit in there, man. He showed me that he could take a. He showed me he got a chin. So I mean, that's about all he got nowadays, man. He don't really got no defense, no output. He ain't got nothing for the fans, man. He just in there as a punching bag, to be real. But I did have Blair Cobbs winning, man. It was a great night of fights. I won a 14 pick parlay, bro. A 14 pick.
1-4.
Everybody hit 1-4. 14
Wow.
pick
How
parlay. I'll
much?
DM you, man.
How much was that for?
Uh, Honestly, I picked all the heavy favorites just to guarantee me the W. So I put $100 down and I got 280 in return. So it wasn't too bad. I felt confident because the favorites I was picking was like minus 2,000. I had a couple in there that was like minus 250, something like that. But I just wanted to bring it up to like a plus 135 to get me some money back because I lost some money last week, man. I lost a 10 bet parlay and one person lost. I was Ray Ford, man. I would have gotten 1,600 off a $50 bet, and Ray Ford got robbed, man. So I got my money back this week. Shout out to Blair Cobbs. Them 14 pick parlays ain't easy, baby, but I got my bread. But shout out to y'all. That's my call, man. I'm gonna keep listening, and congratulations to Nets too.
Big Goat, you the man. Appreciate you calling in. 14 is insane, though. I'm not gonna lie. That is insane. 14. I don't know that I'd ever do a parlay that big. Just to have odds at plus 280.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, man. What up, King? What up? What up, Danny? What up,
What's the
man?
word, man?
That's what's up. Hey, man, shit getting big. You know, summertime come. So during the summer, I get real busy with these kids and these athletes and shit. So nigga a little busy, but that's good. It's good busy. But
Yo, I felt like you
I-
last night. Pause. Only reason I say that was because I was on the track. And that was my first
oh,
time in I don't know how many years on the track. Like
what'd you end up?
actually
What'd you end up
running.
doing? What'd you
Shit.
do?
I just did 4 100s, sprints. Well, I started with a quarter mile, and then I just did
Okay.
4 100s. I wasn't even there for that, but you know.
No, that ain't. No, that's good though. Start them. Don't understand how much them hundreds could do you if you really get them in. If you really get them hundreds in, them bitches will tear your ass up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, that fucking that quarter mile, that 400, oh shit. That did me. That 400, boy. Oh, it took me like 2 minutes to catch my breath. I was tired, CYP. I'm telling you, bro. I felt like all I was thinking was I can't fall behind, cause then I look soft. You get what I'm saying? So I just
Yeah, yeah,
imagine
yeah.
police behind me, and
Yeah.
I start Usain Bolt. You know what I mean? But I paid for it
Hey,
after.
but you was in the armed forces though, so you know once you start, you gotta finish.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. No, you know that, But what up, though, champ? Talk to me. CYP probably got a call. Damn, he probably got a call. CYP. All right. No CYP then. Well, you know what to do. You could drop off, come back on. Um, Whenever you yeah, that 400, yo, that 400 had me, just realizing how fucking out of shape I
Oh yeah,
was. Nah, I definitely ain't throw
Yeah.
up, but I've been there to where it's like, yo, I'm running, especially in the Air Force. I remember I forgot I had a fitness exam one morning, and the night before I went to my first hockey game, and I got pretty tore up. Next morning, 6 in the morning, at 8,500 feet elevation, mile and a half run. Boy, I'm about a mile and a quarter in CYP. That last quarter mile, I'm just throwing up to the side as I'm running.
What was the temperature?
Nah, it was morning, so probably like mid 90s. It wasn't like it was still hot. It was
God damn.
yeah, it was still hot. It was cause it was like it was a playoff game too, so it was probably like May time. So you know, a
God
May
damn, man.
morning. You feel me?
Damn, already? Hell no, man. That's already 90?
Yeah, out here.
Oh,
But you
shit.
know, it ain't humid out here. Y'all get the humidity. It ain't humid out here. So that could be good and bad. You know, that could be good and
Yeah,
bad.
you're right.
Cause once it get too
That
hot,
damn.
boy, any little breeze just feel like you in a blow dryer, like a sauna or some
No,
shit. That should be terrible.
no, you're right. Like I said, we blessed with that weather. If it's hot, it's hot. If it's cold, it's cold. Ain't too many tricks being played on that.
Nah, for sure. What up,
No,
though,
but I was
man?
saying,
Who you got this week?
man, what? What?
We 4 days
Man,
out, man. Tank and Frank,
man, if you
David and
don't get
Vosdick.
fucking real, listen to me. I don't even know what motherfuckers should never ask me who I got if Tank fight. Don't have nigga. It's inevitable. It's an inevitable snowman.
Uh,
But listen to this, man. I want to ask y'all this real question. And I want y'all to be honest. Okay? Honesty. I'm gonna give you 2 songs, and you tell me which one sounds better. Honestly. All right, and the answer don't matter. I just got to get this out. The first song is a Billy Ski Bop Wee Bop, a Scooby Doo. And guess what? America, we love you. Y'all remember that song, right? Y'all remember that? All right. Now the next
no,
song is
but go ahead. I know
no.
I'm
I
younger.
mean remember that shit.
No, I know I'm
I mean
younger.
remember that
That
shit.
I know I'm younger, so that's why I'm like, just go ahead.
So that's the verse. That's the verse.
Okay.
The second verse is nigga, 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 nigga. Right now, be honest. Which song sounds better to you? The Skilly Bebop We Rock or the Nigga Nigga song?
CYP,
Which one sounds
what's
better?
going on right now? I'm so confused. We
It's confusing. You just tell me which one
yeah,
sounds
nah,
better.
but David Benavidez and Alexander Vosdick. Like what the fuck?
Hey,
Gary Antoine
y'all know.
Russell and Alberto
No,
Puello.
listen. The reason why that matters is because when them dudes was rapping like that, they was being positive, right? And now the new music is kind of negative, but it still sound better though. Like, don't nobody want to hear no Skilly Bebop Bebop. Like,
What the fuck is going on right now? Ness gone and you crashing out, gang. I'm so confused. What just happened?
I was thinking about that shit when I was driving home. I'm like, man, that shit sounds whack as fuck.
Bro, you really be like, man, let me call my friends right quick, tell them the shit I was thinking about, and you called us. My God, I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it.
On the real, man. Hey, y'all let me know in the chat which song y'all bumping, man. But y'all know I got Tank. You know I got Tank. Hey, matter of fact, I got Tank for
You
the
may
stoppage.
feel like it's your
I got
time,
Tank for the stoppage. Let's go.
but it's not
See
your
what
time.
be up.
Oh, man. What's a call? What's a call? What a call, what a call, what a call, what a call. J. Bill, what's up with you?
Yo.
Yo, yo.
Yes, sir. Shout out Danny putting in that motherfucking work, solo dolo. I see you.
Scarface, you know it. No Manolo. What's up
You
with it,
know it. You
champ?
know it. Hey man, we got a great weekend of fights. I forgot about that Matias. It's Matias and Paro, right?
Yep, Leon Paro.
Let's not forget, Danny, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is the same dude, Paro, that Dev broke his face in sparring, right?
He did break his orbital bone. That is correct.
Oh shit, my bad. My part went out. You said that's correct, right?
He did break an orbital. Yes.
Broke a orbital, broke his face. So power punching Dev. You got a victim of his going against Matias on Saturday. It's gonna be a show out. It's gonna be a show out for Matias, hands of stone. So we ready to see that. You said that's on the zone, right?
That is on the zone.
So they running that shit at the same time. What's up with that?
We don't. I mean, the card is Saturday night. We don't know the exact time, but yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's nasty work. But yeah, man, I got tanked by stoppage. I feel like this might be one of his most competitive fights. But the way Frank has those, like CW saying, come to Jesus moments when he began hit to the body against Artem, man, he was folding over. It was a clear reaction. So, and Tank is a known body snatcher, no Diddy. So I feel like it's gonna be one of those. Like I was saying it on the back call. It's gonna be like Lomachenko versus Linares. You ain't gonna see the punch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to see it. But when they run that replay, you gonna be like, damn, he hit him in the solar plex like that.
So
So
you saying
it's
Paro
gonna
gonna
be tanked by
drop?
domination.
You said it's gonna be who by domination?
Tank.
Yeah, but you said like Loma Linares. Loma got dropped by
Look, this was
Linares before he got that stoppage. You do remember that, right?
yeah. No, I'm just talking about in aspects of the stoppage. Just in aspects of the stoppage,
I
how
thought
Loma stopped Linares
I
to the
thought
body.
I just thought you were
Nah, 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 nah,
suggesting
nah,
that
nah.
Frank was
No,
gonna
no, no,
drop
no, no,
Tank.
no, no,
Okay.
no, no, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir. It could happen though. It could
No,
happen. We
no,
don't
I
know.
just wanted to
You
be
feel me?
clear because that was again,
Facts.
Linares drops
100%.
Loma, then Loma comes back,
Yep.
stops him. So
See, I was speaking in terms of the body shot that we didn't see that happen so quick, but Frank could knock down Tank. He very well could.
you saying that?
He has
Okay.
that.
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah, for
It's
sure,
a
for sure.
chance.
No,
Anything
for
could
sure.
happen.
No, for
Yeah,
sure, for
anything
sure, for
could
sure, for
happen.
sure.
I don't see it happening. I feel like Tank, he's gonna put on the show. Like it might be how we saw Ennis against Villa. It might be one of those. But we've seen enough with Tank, but it's just the competition. But I feel like Frank, he's one of those guys. I don't feel like he's I don't know generational or elite, but he's gonna be a guy that's gonna give Tank a tough fight. He's not gonna lay down. So yeah, man, I got Tank by stoppage. I gotta go with Benavidez. I haven't seen enough from Gazdic in these 3 fights that he's been back after that. After Beterbiev put him in retirement. So it's gonna be a good fight for David. His first fight at 175, a legitimate 175 pounder. So I still got him stopping him. But it's what do we expect really from Gazdic? Who else we got on that card?
Shit, you got
Oh,
Gary
Elijah
Antoine Russell.
Garcia.
Yeah, Elijah
Elijah
Garcia.
Garcia. No, Danny. We got to keep Antoine at the Rose Bar. He ain't even fought at Rose Bar yet. When he headlines Rose Bar, we'll talk about it. Tell Tip that when he headlines the Rose Bar, we'll talk about him. But until then, we got Elijah Garcia, man. I hate that he had to step out
He
because
got
he
a
was
tough
breaking
fight,
out in
man,
hives and throwing up. It's a tough fight, most
with
definitely.
Kyron
So
Davis.
Kyron is
Yeah,
coming down. Kyron is coming down.
but he been a 60-pounder. If you know, you know. That's really what he is a 60-pounder. If you know, you know.
Facts. Yeah. Kyron's gonna put up a tough fight,
Let's
but
just remember, that this is a rescheduled event. So they've had plenty of time, especially Kyron, who ain't have no sickness or nothing, to prepare for
yes,
this fight.
sir.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like said, man, I feel like Elijah's one of them ones, man. He's one of
I
my
agree.
favorite out of the young guys coming up in the 160 division. That's kind of bare. But you got Elijah Garcia 160 coming up, and you got Carlos Adames. I feel like that's down the road. They can probably make that fight, hopefully, if not Hamza. But yeah, Carlos Adames too. I want to see how he's looking after that J-Rock fight. You know, he was getting tagged, and I feel like it was mostly his power that got him out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was hitting J-Rock, his head was, you know, getting knocked back. But we know J-Rock got that questionable chin. Goucher, he's kind of chinny too, but, you know, we're going to see. I just hate that his 54-pounder is coming up to 60 that he has to fight. I want to see him against a legitimate 60-pounder for real. So, you know, I'm calling for that Elijah Garcia fight. I'm calling for that Hamza fight against Carlos Adames. We need to get it cracking at 160, man. It's kind of been dry lately, so.
Word. Well,
But
champ.
yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
about it, bro. You keep on putting in that work. I'm going to tap back in if somebody say
Man,
something.
appreciate you. You the man. This just may be the last call for alcohol, as there is no callers on Blog Talk. I'm gonna have to get with Nuss, cause yeah, Discord just ain't my thing, so gotta figure that out. Just gotta figure that out, so one moment. But yeah, so last call for alcohol. If anybody would like to call in, talk about this past weekend, or talk about this upcoming week, PBC pay-per-view, Amazon Prime, Gervonta Tank Davis, Frank Martin, David Benavidez, Alexander Vozdik. We got Alberto Puello and Gary Antoine Russell. So if you guys want to call in to Bayless, this is the time to do so.
Yo.
Yo.
What's the word, man? Shout out to Danny carrying the show. But hey, dog, you know, this weekend we had an amazing performance by the great one, you know, Blair the Flair Cobbs. Put on a hell of a show. Second round knockdown versus Adrian Broner. You know, going on to beat him by decision. You know, as expected, you know, from somebody of Blair Cobb standards, man, you know what I'm saying, talent, you know, just to come out on top with the victory. And then, you know, we had that boring ass top rank card, you know, with Tiger Johnson and Shushu Carrington, man. Like that shit, man, listen. I know people used to call Devin a boring fighter, bro, but I think Tiger Johnson is coming right along with that conversation, bro. Along with what's my boy Africa, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they in the crowd beefing, man. Two boring ass fighters beefing in the crowd is
Who
crazy.
was beefing in the
I ain't never
crowd?
seen anything like it. It's just kind of crazy.
Who was beefing in the crowd?
But yeah, Shushu, man. They keep talking about Shushu versus Inoue, bro. Inoue is gonna spark him out, bro. And it's not even gonna be funny. Like,
Yo,
he
you don't
doesn't
hear
have
me?
the athleticism that Inoue has to even keep
Yo,
up,
my
bro.
guy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if he even
right.
like, bro, if they even match make that fight, bro, it's gonna look real nasty. It's gonna look real nasty. But you know what I'm saying? To get back to Tiger Johnson, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, you know, we can't trust these Ohio fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Broner already proved that. You know what I'm saying? Big Baby gonna prove that later on in the year. But I would love to see the Queensberry matchup, man, versus Top Rank. You know, my boy just went over there, man. Brandon Lee. You know what I'm saying? I like to see Brandon Lee versus Tiger Johnson, man. I think that'll be a tough matchup. You know, I think Teresa like that. And then y'all know it's fight week, man. It's fight week. We back, man. We back. You know what I'm saying? DMV, stand up. We back. Gary Antoine. You know what I'm saying? In the flesh. Yeah. Taking on Alberto Pollo. You already know. You know what I'm saying? We ain't come around that fight the first time, but you know what I'm saying? We had to double back and we gonna spark his ass out. You know what I'm saying? It's something easy.
Tight shit,
And then we gonna carry on. You already know we gonna move up in that WBC ranking. And y'all know what's next after that. Ain't no more ducking. Ain't no more ducking. I already asked the question, how long is it gonna take? You know what I'm saying? We on the way, man.
Get in line.
So Danny, just tell your boy to be ready.
Get in line. Get in line. Good thing is you got plenty of time to come up with an excuse when that shit, you know what I mean?
You may feel
Appreciate
like
the
it's your
call.
time, but
Tip.
it's not your time.
Hope, Maryland.
Yo,
Yo, what's the word? What's the word?
how you doing, Ring Walk?
Sensational, bro. It's fight week, man. Can't complain. A lot of good fights this weekend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ness usually say, Scar- Scarface, no Manolo.
Yeah.
Now
Solo
it's just
Dolo.
Manolo.
Solo
Yeah.
Dolo, Scarface, no Manolo. Indeed.
Hey,
Indeed.
look. Now we got just Manolo.
Yeah. Yeah, just Manolo.
Yeah.
And then I forget
There you go.
what the and no Scarface this time. So yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
no Scarface.
no Scarface, just Manolo.
That's right. Hey, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man. I got Frank Martin in this fight. I just ain't seen Tank fight against somebody who ain't trying to just come knock him out. All those Mexican fighters and all the fighters they put him against, all try to knock him out. That's why they get knocked out. I think Frank Martin's going to box, and he ain't gonna do none of that. And even when he fights against guys that's trying to knock him out, like all of them, he be losing on rounds until he catch him. So I don't think Frank gonna make that mistake. So I'm gonna go with Frank on that fight. I got Frank Martin.
Oh, you my guy, man. But you know this the first southpaw Frank done fought in his career, right?
Oh, yeah.
Word. First southpaw. Just
Yeah,
saying,
I'm just
man.
gonna have. I still like Frank. I like
Nah.
Frank in this fight.
Well,
Tank keep.
I'm glad we had
Yeah.
one person pick Frank at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Let that be me.
Yeah, you the first one of the day, that's for sure. That's for sure. I'm sure
Yes,
you
sir.
won't be the first one this week or the last one this week. I'm sure we'll get some more Frank picks. You know, I've seen people in the comments. I've seen people on social media. But, yeah, man, I just think it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight, no question. Yeah, but that's my call. Take it easy, my no.
All right, Hawk. Appreciate you. You the man. You the man. You the man. Well, nobody on Blog Talk. Well, if that is everybody, last call. Supermax, $2 super chat says time is ticking away. The Border Wars deadline is Saturday. For sure. D Stuff, welcome to the champ level. Appreciate the support. Last call for alcohol. This is your time. If you guys want to call in or call via X Spaces, now is the time. Big Pilot.
Yo.
Yo.
So word, Donnie. ¿Qué lo que?
¿Qué lo que? Dímelo.
You already know, man. It's Joe Pilot on the line. We going with Fueyo with the upset decision. Adames is knocking out Gache. Knocking him out. Bontek is going to drop Benavidez, but Benavidez is going to get back up and knock him out. Yeah, Tank's going to knock out Martin. I think like around like the 8th to 10th round, I think, Tank's going to just wear down Martin. Too much mental pressure. And the lights is going to be too bright. The whole crowd is against Martin, so I think he's going to go down. Oh, yeah, and Garcia, handle your business. My boy Adames needs a Mexican on his record. So get up there, and we about to knock you out, too. You ain't got no defense.
Damn! That's it, Joe?
You know that. Be easy.
Oh, why? I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. Appreciate the call. Oh. We got Adrian Broner. Not A. Oh, AB, not Adrian Broner. What up?
AB, not Adrian Broner. Well, what's up, Danny? Can you hear me?
Yup. I hear the forklifts, but you good, champ. You working. What up?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it done, brother. You know how it goes. Not much though, but I do have Tank. I think Tank is on another level. Frank is not going to be no light work though. I think he's definitely going to bring the fire. I'm going to take Tank by decision, which I think it'll be plus money for FanDuel, so I'm definitely taking that. I do have David Benavidez taking his toll on Vazek throughout the 12 rounds and stopping him somewhere late. But pretty much I think the card is going to be good. I'm ready for these fights. I also have Sabril Matias stopping Liam Powell late as well. But Gary Antoine Russell I do have winning as well, and Adames. I think Shay might give Adames some work, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, he might give him some work. But ultimately I am gonna take Adames. That's pretty much all I have to say. I'm gonna let you go, Danny. Shout out to TGV. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis, the fitness man. Shout out Ray Ford, the staff.
Man, appreciate the call, champ. You the man. Yo, fuck the Packers, by the way. All right? All right.
Yo, Danny, you hear me, bro?
We hear you. James Benitez. Talk to me, champ. How are you?
Man, I'm good. Yo, man, all these callers, man, that's really picking the Adames, man, I think they're tripping. I mean, I don't think Adames really that good. I think this is going to be the upset of the weekend, man. So shout out to Gachet. I'm going to go ahead and claim it early and everything. He's going to get the job done. He going to, J-Rock showed the game plan. Gachet just good enough just to execute it. I mean, look, man, Adames got ran out the division by Patrick Teixeira, who we all seen was a shit fighter this past weekend. Shout out to Xander and shit, man, for goddamn making it easy work of what goddamn people goddamn went life or death with. Like, shout out to Brian Castano for doing that. Another goddamn fighter that Xander should easily goddamn make a fight of, who Charlo had two struggle
I do like that
performances.
fight. No, you tripping. It was only the first one.
Nah, I ain't tripping.
Bro,
Man.
he
Come
beat
on,
the
man.
fuck out of him the second fight. What are you talking about?
Man, Nick was getting touched the fuck up until he knocked him out, man. Let's be real, man.
Bro,
Like, the
he
second fight was
literally.
about to be worse than the first one.
Bro, the
He had
second.
one.
All right, bro. You
Okay.
got it. You got it.
No.
No.
Hey, Danny, I'm gonna be respectful. Man. So, Danny, I'm willing to listen to what you have to say about Charlo.
Nah, bro. Because I just realized this. I'm not gonna get into it about Brian Castano and Charlo. Like, I could give two fucks about that fight. You know, you have your opinion. I thought it was an easier fight for Charlo. It is what it is. It's two irrelevant names at the moment. You know, so
Exactly, man. Since we don't give a fuck about it, man, just let the shit rock, my nigga.
No, for sure. Like, I wouldn't mind a Xander. I wouldn't mind a Xander and Castano.
Yeah, for sure. But other than that, man, I mean, everybody else is spot on, man. I mean, Tank gonna pretty much do Frank bad. I mean,
How
like they
bad?
said, first southpaw. I mean, shit, he gonna get stopped, man. It's like, what
Does
round you want to
Frank
pick?
win
Probably
any
9.
rounds?
I mean, shit. If you consider consider the wrestling background, it's gonna look like he's winning. He might steal a round or two, but other than that, he ain't gonna win off of clean boxing. So, but anyways, man. And also, man, shout out to Ryan Garcia, man. Get your mental health right, and hopefully, man, you can come back and not crash out, man. Danny, man, salute to you, man, for doing the show today, man. Yo, we appreciate you as always, man. I'm out.
You the man, champ. You the man. Word, nah, crash out. I felt that one. But it seems like that is everybody. Everybody going once, going 2 times. Check the super chats. Caught up. Check the cash apps. Going 3 times. Well, appreciate it. Everybody, back at it tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. Be on the lookout for plenty of Fight Week content, boots on the ground for this pay-per-view event this weekend. Last minute, the hangout spot. My guy, what up with it?
Check.
Loud one two
Mic
one
check.
two.
Danny, what's good, my guy?
D Miller, what's up, bro?
Chilling, man. Shout out to you, man, for holding it down this week, my brother.
For sure.
Big week, man. I can't wait. But this weekend, my boy Zayas, man, I was watching that fight, and I thought he did his thing, man. You know what I mean? Like, I thought Tim Bradley was a little bit too critical, and you got to understand. I mean, the kid is 21 years old. You know, he was going up against a tough former world champion. He got that work in. I had it a 10-round-0 shutout. I mean, other than the knockout, I think that's the best thing that you could possibly do in that situation. I think he got some great work in. These are the type of rounds that I wish Edgar Berlanga would have got when he was 21, 22 years old. Feel me?
For sure.
You know, I mean, this fight to me is going to make Xander better. I think he took care of business, and you move on to the next one. But the fact that he didn't get a knockout, I mean, and people are criticizing him, to me is kind of crazy. But I get it. I mean,
I will
he's
say,
supposed to be built up.
I will say some of the shit that Bradley was saying wasn't necessarily the most
Wrong?
incorrect. Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt he could have done a better job setting shit up. Just being more purposeful with his punches. But I also do agree that Bradley might have been a bit, overcritical.
Yeah. Yeah, it was almost like if he did not get the knockout, it was a failure. That's the type of vibes I was getting from the things he was saying. But I mean, listen, you move on to the next one. You learn, like I said, great work for Zayas. As far as this week, man, I'm looking forward to the fights. I got Tank winning, obviously, but I question how good of a fight we're going to see based on the styles. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking at two counterpunchers. So I think Tank will have to press the action and be the aggressor. I don't see Frank being the aggressor. I think he's going to be careful. He's not going to want to get clipped with a big shot. I do see Frank winning a couple of the early rounds, but I see Tank taking over that fight. And if Frank tries to get a little bit bold, I think he's going to get clipped, and Tank is going to take him out of there. Looking forward to see David, Elijah Garcia. I'm excited. I was looking forward to that fight a few months ago.
Right.
And now he got a tough Kyron Davis. I think this is going to be an excellent step up for him, so I'm looking forward to that. And finally, we get to see Gary Antoine, man. I mean, like I said, I think that kid is exciting, but we rarely see him.
No, for sure.
Half the time he's on a milk carton, feel me? So you got to get that work, and he's young, man. But yo, this weekend, I'm sure you're going to be all over it, my brother, and I'll be following you, man. You know how we do it from the hangout spot, man. Much love.
Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not
Yes,
your
sir.
time.
I definitely will be all over this week. Boots on the ground once again for the pay-per-view showdown this weekend between Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, and David Benavidez and Alexander Vosdick. So make sure you are subscribed, got that notification bell turned on. Make sure you are following us on social media as well. That is everybody. It seems like Ringwalk, Danny, Ness on vacation. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Make sure to tune in. You don't want to miss it. Arriva Dirch. Peace.